In this section, there are 5 questions. Tell us about your previous work experience and why you are interested in this position. Okay, tell us about. Short note. Good day. My name is Muhammad, and I have good work experience. My work experience divided into 2 sections. First section, which is a full-time job, and for this full-time job, I have also 2 sections. The first section is working as an industrial electrical engineer. For the first part, as industrial electrical engineer, I worked for 5 years in many industrial manufacturing plants, and one of them was in oil and gas, which enhanced and developed my personality and my experience and my academic knowledge also. This is for the first part of my work experience or my in career. Second part, I worked as an electrical marine engineer. I worked for this part for about 3 years. I started working as electrical engineer because my academic knowledge, I have a 5 year baccalaureate degree. That's why my academic knowledge is very good. And for practical work experience, I have worked in many type of ships like ro and container and passenger cruise ship. For during this time, I have fixed and solved many problems. And for the last position as a cruise ship, on a cruise ship, I worked as electrical maintenance engineer. I was lucky to start, and this is vital position, and the company chose me for this position because they trusted me according to my experience and my academic knowledge as full as a electrical engineer, and also with I have a good experience, industrial experience for more than 5 years in electrical maintenance. Uh, During the job, in the last job, it was on a cruise ship as electrical maintenance engineer. I led 3 ETOs, and I was proud to be part of this company because I have checked this job enabled me to check all department like galley, navigational system for bridge, and for hotel department, entertainment systems. Uh, During this time, it was a really good experience and opportunity for me to learn and understand all electrical systems for on a cruise ship in a short time. Also for power generator and power distribution system. Uh, that's it. Tell us about the time you had to choose between different options. The situation was on a Roro ship, and during this time, we were in the Suez Canal. We were in the Suez Canal, in a maneuvering in Suez Canal, and during this time, suddenly a problem happened in navigational light system. Was very, very, very big problem for us because maybe it will lead for the ship. It will cause big problem. Maybe it will cause big problem for us for the ship. For that, during this time, there was many option for me. First, to ask for support, sure support, or fix this problem. I start with the second one and start making investigation. And I suddenly found that the problem in the power supply card. And when I check on board, I didn't found the power supply like this. I didn't I couldn't fix the power supply card, and also we couldn't found spare parts for this is power supply card. I was have two decision. First, to ask for sure help, and the second one was to fix the problem or search for another solution. So I decided to take the second one. I go because of my good knowledge about and the good knowledge about engineering and good understanding for the function of this is power supply and what it is supplying, and what is the function of this is, electronic card. I understand after understanding its function, I could find a fit replacement for it. So I go to my store and I check it, and I found the power supply. But for a printer, I make some modification for this power supply, and after that I installed it into the system. I was forced to do this because this is will lead to big problem for the ship. But after what I did, the chief engineer was proud about what I did and was happy about what I did because I could fix temporary for the navigational light system, and we could continue with the maneuvering. And also there was a pilot was were coming, so it would be big problem for us or for the ship. So when I put this is the replacement power supply, which is coming from printer, and I reuse it to fit for this system and make modification and put to this system until the new power supply, real power supply or spare parts, real spare part come. This was challenge, and I was honored for this one, and the master and the chief engineer was happy for this one. Safety risk. يعني ايه safety risk؟ Okay. During working on Roro ship, and its name الحرية 2. During this time, I found during maneuvering time, this ship have two main shaft generators, and during maneuvering, one of this is main shaft generator is connected to the bow thruster, and the other one stay as a spare or as a standby. During maneuvering, I was keep my eyes and watching the power main switchboard to check all panels. I found that the power consumption of of the shaft generator. It was abnormal. The output voltage wasn't in stable, wasn't in range. Usually the range is 440, but for this for this shaft generator, it was up above the level. It was about 500 and 50 voltage, and this is something unusual. And for that, first, I inform the chief engineer during maneuvering that this is a risk, and maybe it will be cause damage for the equipment, which is uh, generator, the shaft generator. So I informed the chief engineer about this problem, and the chief engineer informed the bridge that we have a problem during maneuvering, and he asked for permission to make transition or between the two shaft generator during maneuvering. And after getting permission from the bridge, the chief engineer told me that I can do transition or switching between the two shaft generator. I switch between the from the main shaft generator to the spare one, and after maneuvering, I go and check the problem for this one, and I found it was in the AVR card. There was a problem in this AVR card. The problem, I take out this AVR card and I start to do some tests for this AVR, and I found it was defective. I go to my store and bring another new AVR card and install it again and make test, and after test and I found it working without any problem, and the shaft generator was working back again. I do this is with the chief engineer and second engineer also, because this is was urgent and this is problem happened during maneuvering. That's why they were interested and keep watching me. After finishing this problem, I report to the chief engineer, and I make some reports. So for the next ETO, he will be knowledge about in case this problem happened to him again. You were successfully in a task by others. Uh, uh, During working on the last contract on a cruise ship, I was working on during the maneuvering. A sudden problem happened to the main bow thruster. This problem was that it doesn't respond. The bridge tried to give action for this bow thruster, but it doesn't respond. During maneuvering, I go during this problem happened, I go and could fix. And after finishing the maneuvering, I decided to make report for this one to be saved in the maintenance log. And also, I bring the first engineer because he was old on this ship, and he have a good history about this ship. So I decided to share my knowledge about this problem and how to solve. And in case if it happened again while I wasn't on board with another ETO, because I believe that if you share your knowledge with your team, also your team support you. Uh, During this contract, I was lucky that I was in a good team. This good team support me. As example, the first engineer, he was working on this ship for more than 1 year, so he have a good history about all the equipment in main engine, and every time and go and because I was friendly with him, and he also was a good man. Because of this is good spirit and good of teamwork spirit, we could share. He could we could share our knowledge together. He could give me his historical history and his knowledge about history for all equipment on board, and because of his this is knowledge, I could solve a lot of problems. In my opinion, if we are a good team, if we can do a good team working and be friendly to each other and we support each other, everyone in the team will support each other. And in case we feel a problem, we will be very supportive for each other. That's why every time I have a question about teamwork, I remember this first engineer because he was a very cooperative man and was a friendly, good friendly man. He never hide any information for anyone. He always share his information and his history about ship and equipment, and that's why he was loved and respected by all of the crew. Uh, that's it. Tell us about a time you ask for feedback from other. What did you do? I remember, tell us about the time you ask for a feedback from others. Okay, I will tell you about something. A situation I have faced. I was doing a job in HVAC system uh, with the first engineer and AC engineer, and during this time we trying to check this is fan this is fan and the air temper, and making investigation about this problem. During this time, because we are a multinational crew, I'm Egyptian and the other one was Indian, and the EC engineer was Indian, and the first engineer was Turkish. So after finishing this job, I feel that there was a problem in communication between each other because of language barrier. So I do something. I After finishing this job, I go and ask him everyone separately. The EC engineer, I ask him, is uh, is my language is clear for you? Is my instruction about the job is clear for you or no? Because I understand that good communication good communication will, will lead to have good understanding for the problem, which will lead to fastly finish or fix the problem. Uh, so when I ask them, they give me some feedback, and this feedback was positively good because after asking them, they gave me some notes about some problem. Sometimes they give me some notes about me that sometimes when I get pressure or hard working or focus on work, I start speaking a little bit faster than usual, and this will lead to miscommunication, which will lead to share bad, maybe wrong information, which will maybe cause problem during our making our task. So after getting this is good feedback from him, I during any job or when I do any job with him or with any one of the crew, Start with a small explanation about the task and share all what I have and make sure that he understand me very well before starting the task because if I make sure that he have a good communication, we have a good communication and he good understanding me, this is will lead to have a good fixing and finish the problem faster. Uh,
Ahoy there! Thank you for completing our online interview process.
Being selected for this interview and successfully completing it is already an achievement, so you should be proud of yourself.
Our team will now review your applications along with the rest. It may take a few weeks to receive the result.
So please be patient and always check your ShipJobs profile or email for new updates.
But while you're waiting, here's something you could do to make your time worthwhile.
Get to know more about Carnival and imagine joining the fun.
Visit our ShipJobs website to discover how you can join the world's most popular cruise line.
Or follow our social media pages to see what our team members are sharing about the life on board Carnival ships.
And just before you go, we want to take this moment to say thank you.
Thank you for the time and effort you put into the application process.
Thank you for your interest in joining the most popular cruise line in the world.
Most of all, we wish you good luck on your journey ahead. On behalf of the entire Carnival family,
Thank you for choosing fun.
Does any of this look familiar? Maybe you know someone who's worked on a Carnival Cruise Line ship, you've looked at their photos, heard their stories. Or maybe you just saw this and wanted to experience all the opportunities life on board a Carnival Cruise Line ship has to offer. Carnival is the most popular cruise line in the world, for very good reason. Part of that popularity is due to the skill set of the Carnival family. Our team members are smart, hardworking, fun and friendly, and make our Carnival service values come to life. By applying to work on board one of our fun ships, you're signing up for more than just a job. Should you be selected, you'll be at sea for up to 8 months at a time. You'll build a whole new life with fellow team members and guests. And most importantly, you'll be expected to perform your duties while upholding Carnival's notably high standards. We understand that a job on board one of our vessels is very demanding and not for everyone. It takes unique individuals willing to leave their homes and families for extended periods of time to pursue a career at sea. Think you can handle it? Well, let's see if you've got what it takes. Our vision is to consistently deliver fun, memorable vacations at a great value. In order to be able to fulfill this vision 365 days a year, we have adopted a set of guiding principles we refer to as the Carnival Service Values. Everyone in the Carnival family has declared their commitment to the Carnival Service Values, and should you be selected, you must do the same. At Carnival, we always warmly welcome our guests and team members to our home, making them feel like part of the Carnival family. Engage our guests and team members by being friendly, smiling, and using their name. Show care and respect for each other, our ships, and the places we visit. Ensure safe, reliable, and secure operations. Anticipate our guests and team members' needs, respond rapidly, and own their issue until it is resolved. Live and share a positive attitude. Show pride in our jobs and in our company, and include fun in everything we do. To give you a better understanding of our expectations, ask yourself the following questions. Are you friendly and a genuinely nice person? Hardworking? Energetic? Can you adapt easily to various social situations and ever-changing demands? And are you skillful at problem solving? Are you compassionate and helpful? Do you learn quickly? And can you keep up with the requirements of a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week operation, consisting of an average work week of 70 hours? Are you punctual with a solid attendance record? Honest and driven? And are you good with taking direction? If you feel you cannot commit to our vision and Carnival service values, or if you answered no to any of these questions, then Carnival Cruise Line is not a good fit for you. However, if you feel that you can commit to upholding these values and characteristics, then you are Carnival Cruise Line material. Anyone who's worked for Carnival will tell you, this isn't a regular job. This is a fun job. Our fun ships follow a variety of itineraries that vary in lengths, with the majority of our fleet sailing out of North America. You can find specific itinerary and ship information on www.carnival.com. Keep in mind that while we are in the vacation business, we are still on the job even when the ship is in port, which means time off in every port is not guaranteed. So what exactly does your potential new home and lifestyle look like? Well, let's take a look. Carnival is an international company with team members hailing from all over the world. We are extremely proud of our diversity and how well we all work and live together. Almost all team member accommodations are shared, typically 2 to a cabin, with an upper and lower berth. They also have shared restroom and shower facilities. Now that you've seen where you might live, you might be wondering about the food. On board every Carnival Cruise Line ship, there is a staff chef. The staff chef and their team are responsible for preparing all the meals for the ship's team members, which, of course, is free of charge and even includes a midnight meal. Though it won't be the home-cooked meal you're accustomed to, the food is